Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood. Now it's 6.
I'm Matt Austin. We are live hitting the road in a beautiful place called Oviedo today. We're looking at the growing pains and the concerns, as well as the hidden gems and the history here in Oviedo. I'll show you some of those stories coming up in just a few minutes.
Also at 6, it's an abandoned church with a reputation, but Pine Hills believes it could be so much more. A business owner is just one of many with big dreams to change the property for the better.
But first, in just over 3 hours from now, 4 people are expected to blast off into space for a historic journey to orbit Earth's polar regions. SpaceX's Fram 2 will launch from Kennedy Space Center. When it happens, you'll see it live here on News 6 and streaming on clickorlando.com and our YouTube page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Emily McLeod. Ginger Gadsden is off tonight. That launch is scheduled for 9:46 tonight, but there's still plenty to check before liftoff.
And like every launch, News 6's James Sparvero is not missing this one. He joins us now from the Cape. James.
Hi, Lisa and Emily. So this will be the first time that astronauts will reach that polar orbit. Even astronauts now on the International Space Station, they don't get to fully see the North and South Poles like this crew is going to. This mission is named after the Fram ship. It was a Norwegian ship that took explorers to the North and South Poles more than 100 years ago. Pretty cool. It's an unprecedented mission, and the launch time tonight is at 9:46. There are 3 other launch windows available, Lisa and Emily, extending all the way to almost 2:30 in the morning. So we may have a late night ahead of us. We will see when we rejoin you tonight. Live in Cape Canaveral, Brevard County, I'm James Sparvero, getting results, News 6.
All right, thank you, James. We know you've got us covered. All right, let's get you on over to meteorologist Julie Broughton. Julie, how is the weather looking for this launch tonight? I know we had some clouds building up over in Brevard.
Yeah, and we'll also be dealing with some thunderstorms in Brevard County for the next couple of hours. So the 45th Weather Squadron now giving it a 60% chance that the weather will cooperate. I think most of the showers and storms will move out by that 9:46 launch time. We'll be in the low 70s with winds coming in out of the southwest. Now, another factor they're looking at is where the capsule recovery area will be in the next 3 to 5 days. That could also be problematic because we're talking about high waves off the coast of California. But again, we are tracking some storms here in our area. Here's a wider look out. Our west coast sea breeze has been dominant today, but the east coast sea breeze is setting up. And where those two boundaries collide is where we could see some stronger storms, although we do have a few special weather statements in place right now. The first for this cluster of thunderstorms in northern Lake County, affecting areas northern Lake County as well as Orange County. That's moving over toward Orange City. That's right on top of Florida Hills and Cascia right now. And then we're looking at another cluster of strong thunderstorms in southern Orange County. That is also dropping some small hail and producing winds around 50 miles per hour. We will track these storms and tell you how long these close to 90-degree temperatures will stick around.
All right, Julie, thank you. Fire investigators are working to find out what started another fire at an abandoned church near Hiawassee and Silver Star in Orange County this weekend. Meantime, we're looking into what the community wants done to this property. They say it's been plagued with problems for years. The building has been condemned, and tonight we are learning Orange County is stepping in to get results. News 6 reporter Catherine Silver is in Pine Hills.
All right, Catherine, thank you. We want to check back in with anchor Matt Austin. He's in Oviedo, where WKMG is hitting the road all week long.
Yeah, and Matt, we asked our neighbors in Oviedo what they want us to check out. One viewer wrote in, the free roaming chickens and peacocks make Oviedo unique.
Yep, so that's where we find Matt Austin tonight. He's curious, and so are we. Where did those chickens end up?
That's the big question, ladies. So the old story goes that one day back in the 80s, a crate full of chickens fell off the back of a truck in downtown Oviedo. Chickens started running around, started hatching eggs. People were feeding them, and 40 years of wild chicken chaos ensued. But recently, people have been wondering, hey, where are these chickens? So we went on Expedition Chicken. So I did reach out to the family who owns the land where many of those chickens were roaming. They're a prominent family in town. It's the Evans family. I wanted to get their side of the story. I emailed them. I called them. Today, before my live shot, I actually went by their business to see if I could get somebody to talk, but they have not responded. They were not in today. So the invitation remains open. If they would like to tell us what happened to the beloved Oviedo chickens, I'd love to do a follow-up story on that. For now, I'm going to send it back into the ladies in the studio.
Yeah, Matt, as I said earlier, their disappearance has certainly ruffled a lot of feathers. We didn't get your reaction to that, though, because our director cut you off.
Well, because he knew what my reaction would be to your terrible chicken pun. I had to resist that a lot in that story, by the way. But, you know, people are upset that they're gone. And some people didn't know that they might see one here or there. I wasn't able to spot any out here. So, I don't know.
It's such a big part of the community, too. They're painted everywhere. We saw that beautiful mural. They're in the shops. I mean,
I guess if you want them, you have to have a backyard chicken.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, thank
This
you.
is true.
Matt and I will be trading places tomorrow as WKMG hits the road to Oviedo. So tomorrow I'll be there live taking a look at its 100-year history, its hidden gems, and how it is a youth sports powerhouse that has helped shape some major league athletes, including Riley Green. I got to speak with his dad. So make sure to tune in live tomorrow on News 6 and the News 6 Plus streaming app for your TV. You can also find these stories at clickorlando.com.
Well, we still have a lot more ahead coming up on News 6 at 6. If you've gotten a text saying your Netflix account is temporarily locked, you might want to double check it. A fake site that looks like the real deal is just the latest effort from thieves to steal your personal information.
And it's a familiar foe for the Florida Gators in the Final Four. If the first matchup told us anything, it's that this team does not fear the Auburn Tigers. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Advent Health, helping the communities we serve to feel whole.
I've been in Central Florida my whole life. Born and raised in Seminole County, went to high school in Altamont Springs, and started covering stories up and down the Space Coast. So this is my hometown. I know Central Florida like the back of my hand, and I spend every day out in the community telling your stories and getting results for you. So why not start your day differently? I'm Justin Mormouth. Watch News 6 Mornings.
Weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. on News 6.
Stream News 6 whenever you want. Sponsored by T-Mobile. Watch news, weather, and special investigations on your time. You can even tune in to your favorite News 6 podcast. Download News 6 Plus to your smart TV now.
In the age of streaming, scammers are getting smarter, and Netflix users are a prime target.
Yeah, they're using phishing schemes, texts, and fake websites to convince you that something is wrong with your account. It's this week's Schemes and Ripoffs Alert with investigator Lewis Bolden. Geez, these scammers are everywhere. All right, let's get you on over to meteorologist Julie Broughton. She is pinpointing some thunderstorms for us this evening.
Emily, we don't have any severe thunderstorms in place, but we are watching some strong storms. Here's a look at the radar showing all of Central Florida. Now, our western counties, you are pretty much in the clear. The West Coast sea breeze has been traveling across the peninsula. The East Coast sea breeze is set up as well, and you can see a lot of lightning, about 287 lightning strikes in that last scan, but I'm going to turn off the lightning so you can see that heavy rain out there. We're talking about really dumping a lot of heavy rain, and also some of these storms are producing some small hail as well as gusty winds to around 50 miles per hour. We'll go from north to south for you and show you what we're talking about. Look at that from Ormond Beach down through Holly Hill and Daytona Beach over Emery-Riddle and over the Speedway. Where you see those areas of magenta, that's where we are talking about 2 to 4 inches of rain falling per hour. And also it's in that area where we could be talking about some of that small pea-sized hail. So not a good time if you're in this area to be out driving. As we go back over toward areas like DeLeon Springs and back toward Glenwood, you are also seeing some of that extremely heavy rain. That includes Florida Hills and over areas like Fullerville as well, Orange City, getting some of that. And all of this is moving off toward the east right around 15 to 20 miles per hour. So we'll pull out just a little bit so we can track the leading edge of some of those heavier showers. So again, right along I-4 in the Lake Helen area, you're already seeing some of that light rain, but some heavy heavier rain is tracking toward you. So if you're in Port Orange, you'll see some of this in about the next 37 minutes. Daytona Park Estates in about the next 4 minutes, and Samsula in about 40 to 45 minutes. Now, as we take a wider look out at all of Central Florida and show you who else is dealing with some of these heavier storms, as we go down into areas of southeast Orange County, you are also getting hit very hard right on top of Weehawhoty to the south of Bithlo. This is all also traveling off to the east and even northeast at times around 15 to 20 miles per hour. So that means this will move into Christmas in about the next 17 minutes. And I'll be here throughout the evening watching for that sea breeze collision where we can see some of these storms getting even a little bit stronger. Light Orlando delivering Hope Together camera showing that we are indeed seeing those clouds building and some gray skies. 86 degrees right now. We made it to a high today of 89 degrees. 76 right now in Claremont. Palm Coast checking in at 85. Rain chances as we go hour by hour stay for you right around 20 to 30%, falling to around 75 degrees by 10 o'clock. By the way, this is Blizzard Miller posting for us. Water vapor imagery showing we've had drier air in place today. That's why the showers and storms have not been as widespread as we saw yesterday. Your clouds and rain forecast showing most of these showers push out over the Atlantic between 8 and 9 o'clock. Now, here's your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency, you ought to call Strata.
69 over tonight in Orlando, and then for the next 7 days, afternoon highs each and every day stay around 90.
All right, Julie, thank you. Ryan is here now with sports.
Yeah, Ryan, the Florida Gators, they're getting ready to head to the Lone Star State, hopefully to pick up some more hardware.
They are Final Four bound for the 6th time in program history, ladies. Florida gets another crack at a conference rival on Saturday. We'll hear from two of the guys that have keyed the recent run, and Orlando players say they found the magic headed down the stretch. Sure would be nice with 7 games left in the regular season. We'll hear from them coming up.
Next ET, we're in London with the cast of a Minecraft movie. Plus, we're with Gene Smart and the cast of Hacks before their season 4 return.
Oh my God, yeah. Wait till you see.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on News 6.
Welcome back to News 6. In Gainesville, they're partying like it's 2014. The Gator men are Final Four bound following their come-from-behind 84-79 win over Texas Tech in Saturday's West Region Final. All right, here's what's on top at the Final Four Saturday right here on News 6. Gators and Tigers at 6:09. Then Houston and Duke in the nightcap around 8:49. This marks the first time in 17 years that all 4 #1 seeds are in the Final Four. Big high school basketball news tonight. Montverde Academy has a new boys basketball coach. Steve Turner, the longtime coach at Gonzaga College High School in Washington, D.C., takes the reins. Turner replaces legendary coach Kevin Boyle, who left Montverde for a coaching position in Ohio. Hats off to Magic forward Paolo Banchero. He was named the Eastern Conference's Player of the Week. He averaged more than 30 points and 7 rebounds in 4 games last week. Paolo and his teammates wrap up their quick homestand tonight against the Clippers.
I think we're going up a little bit for obviously the end of the season, but honestly I haven't thought too much about what happens after the season. We need every game that we can get the way the standings are, so it's another good challenge tonight.
It is a good challenge tonight. They're currently in 7th are the Magic. If they can hang there, they will host a play-in game, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Ryan, thank you. More local news on our News 6 Plus Smart TV app is coming up next.
Yep, we will see you online.